because you play with your women. You know, my favorite is therapists. I like them to play.
No,
therapists.
no, ours would have been a daddy and little girl, right? Because she was 18 and I was 45.
Yeah, if incest was your thing, yeah.
Oh, that would have been good, yeah.
I like therapists. I like it to be like dressed professionally and to like sit across from them and ask me therapeutic questions about my feelings. And then eventually I can't take it anymore and I have to. But also, just like any profession, like even she could ask me about my accounting, or she could be a lawyer, or she could be my teacher.
But you have the one with the high heels. You like
I like high heels.
The high heel and the business
all
buttons.
the time. I like the business suit to stay on and the high heels to stay on.
You've got some weird fucking fetish.
This is the way God made me.
No, my fetish is, well, I'm going to lose half my audience on this one, but my if I have like a fetish, it would be I dig younger women. Right? All the older women are going to turn the channel, but I dig younger women, and most of the women I've been involved with lately, you know, for the last 7 years or something, have all been very young, you know, 25 and under, and you know, that's my thing.
Oh, so
it's fun now. It's a lot of fun now because when it started, you know, when I started dating, whatever, right? You know, my nephews were there. Now my nephews are older than the women I date. Okay, go ahead.
So I was at this party the other night, and
oh yeah, you told me about this. Yeah, let's hear it. Oh yeah.
I just met this secular Jewess, and so I was going to a birthday party.
Yeah.
And
are you going to spill the beans right now?
Not very much, just a tiny little bit.
All
so
right.
You can't spill any beans that I've told you personally.
I didn't.
I know you haven't, but I
don't even have any beans to spill.
Okay, so like it was her birthday, and so I was like, oh, you know, happy birthday, and I gave her a big hug.
Okay.
And she was like just absolutely shocked, and I said, okay, this didn't live up to Orthodox Judaism. That was an unorthodox hug. This is not.
And you took. I've read your certification, your frozen letter of certification. And it says you must take upon yourself every mitzvah. That would include Shomer Negiah.
I haven't studied that one. Like when the rabbis were teaching that, I had to go to the restroom, and I just missed that one. But
it's a tough one to take upon yourself if you're, you know, been so actively involved with you when you're 44. Was it 44 women or something?
I read that if you keep track of like the number of women that you've been with, it's a likely sign of sex addiction.
That's a likely sign of just being OCD and making lists. That's I don't buy that.
Hey, wait. I wanna go over. So Google sex, love, addicts, anonymous, and we're gonna go over the list here, and we'll see how many. We'll see how many of the characteristics I fit.
Okay.
Here is the moral leader. 40 questions for self-diagnosis. Have you ever tried to control how much sex to have or how often you would see someone? Yes. Do you find yourself unable to stop seeing a specific person even though you know that seeing this person is destructive to you? Yes. Do you feel that you don't want anyone to know about your sexual or romantic activities? Yes. Do you get high from sex and or romance? Yes. Have you had sex at inappropriate times, in inappropriate places, and with inappropriate people? Yes. Do you make promises to yourself concerning your sexual or romantic behavior that you find you cannot follow? Yes. Have you had or do you have sex with someone you didn't want to have sex with? Yes. Do you believe that sex and a relationship will make your life bearable? Yes. Have you ever felt that you had to have sex? Yes. Do you believe that someone can fix you? Yes.
Stop. You've done 10, right?
Yeah.
Those 10, in my mind, you know, because you answered yes, you know what that means? You're male. I mean, this doesn't mean you're an addict to sex. This means that you're a human being. This is how God creates males. I mean, what is abnormal about this? I would be nervous if somebody said no to all those things. This is like normality, and then they tell you, oh, you're addicted to sex. You know what? I talked about this before. Back in like January 1st or something, you had, what's her name on? Kirsten.
The sex addict.
Sex addiction
specialist.
And I said at the time, I don't think that there's anything addictive or wrong it's normal. That's the way God makes people, is that you're supposed to want to have sex. That's normal. That's how He created you. You just described a male.
Number 11, do you keep a list of the number of partners you've had? Yes.
Well, who doesn't?
Do you feel desperation or uneasiness when you're away from your lover or sexual partner? Yes.
Well, this is ridiculous. This is normality. This is how humans are.
Do you feel desperate about your need for a lover or sexual fix or future mate? Yes. Have you had sex regardless of the consequences? Yes. Do you find that you have a pattern of repeating bad relationships? Yes. Do you feel that your only value in a relationship is your ability to perform sexually? Sometimes. Do you feel that you're not really alive unless you're with your sexual partner? Yes. Do you feel entitled to sex? Yes. Do you find yourself in a relationship you cannot leave? Yes.
10 more, and my opinion has just been confirmed. This is not talking about addiction to sex. This is talking about being a normal human being.
Have you ever threatened your financial stability or your standing in the Orthodox Jewish community by pursuing a sexual partner? Yes. Do you believe that the problems in your love life result from continuing to remain with the wrong person? Yes. Have you ever had a serious relationship threatened or destroyed because of outside sexual activity? Well, not because of mine. Do you feel that life would have no meaning without a love relationship or without sex? Almost. Do you find yourself flirting or sexualizing with someone even if you do not mean to? Yes.
That means you're normal.
Does your sexual and romantic behavior affect your reputation? Yes. Do you have sex and/or relationships to try to deal with or escape from life's problems? Yes.
When you're not using sports.
Do you feel uncomfortable about your masturbation because of the frequency with which you masturbate, the fantasies you engage in, the props you use, as the chickens, and all the
you
places
just
in which
sickened
you do
me.
it?
You sickened
Yes. Do you engage in the practice of voyeurism, exhibitionism in ways that bring discomfort and pain? No comment. Do you find yourself needing greater and greater variety and energy in your sexual and romantic activities just to achieve an acceptable level of physical and emotional relief? Yes. Do you need to have sex or fall in love in order to feel like a real man? Yes. You feel that your sexual and romantic behavior is about as rewarding as hijacking a revolving door? No. Are you unable to concentrate on other areas of life because of thoughts or feelings you're having about another person or about sex? Yes. Do you find you're obsessing
you're male. I mean,
about a
this is so
specific person
stupid.
or a sexual act, even those thoughts bring pain, craving, or discomfort? Yes. I'm almost done.
Okay,
have you ever
'cause
wished
I'm
you
bored.
could stop or control your sexual or romantic activities for a given period of time? No.
I have.
Do you find the pain in your life increasing no matter what you do? No. Do you find that you lack dignity and wholeness at times? Do you feel that your sexual and romantic life affect your spiritual life in a negative way? Sometimes. Do you feel that your life is unmanageable because of your excessive dependency needs?
Answer
No.
the fucking question.
Have you ever thought there might be more you could do with your life if you're not so driven by sexual and romantic pursuits? Yes. So I know you wanted me, like before we did this show tonight, you said, Levi, could you please run through the 40 questions of sexual addiction? Because it's really important to me that you answer each detail with complete honesty and with total necessary detail. And so I did that on your request.
There's somebody in the chat room called Rumple Foreskin.
But no, I don't mate with goats.
Rumple Foreskin. Best name ever.
Must be your friend.
Who?
Just a little off the top. So, yeah, I think we pretty well dealt with that. You people want more information, just Google Sex and Love Addicts Anonymous, and you too can get help. Turn to the higher power and start working the 12 steps. Get a sponsor, start going to meetings, turn your life around. You don't have to be an addict anymore to your base urges. And it's really important that the kiddies stay off the crack, stay in yeshiva, and go to your 12-step meetings.
All right.